Welcome back to the California Nebula. Oh, I can hear myself. That's interesting. Don't think we want to hear ourselves. It's the lunchtime exploration hour. Just look at this. This looks... Okay, that's a big light, but look at that. That does look pretty cool. Everything is bathed in a red glow. I do want to do something while we're here. I don't know whether this works. If I buy a pesticide and then sell a pesticide, does that mean I have traded on that market? I think in order to open up one of the engineers, you have to trade on microbial furnaces. That's interesting. I don't remember these things being here. Just seeing if these guys make anything. We're at Mick Turner Base in the California Nebula. And nothing of any note out here, so we're not interested in that. So let us indeed get up into the sky. Away from these lights. Oh, wait a minute. What are those things down there? Does anybody know what they are? What the heck in a basket is this? Well, we should really have a look at this. What do you think? Yes, I do think. Crunch. Okay. Let us go. Interesting. I was just about to fly off. I didn't know this was here. What in the name of deuce is going on? Thank you. Wait a minute. Where's the lights on this thing? Okay. Oh, look, they are. There are things here. What the bloody hell is this all about? Cordyceps growth. Okay, so I was just gonna run off. There's all sorts of stuff down here. Shush. Let's just see what this is. Well, perhaps I should have looked at this yesterday. Cordyceps growth. So, can we scan it? No. Okay. Cordyceps growth. Oh dear. Oh. Ooh, danger. That's not good. I'd be surprised if that ship doesn't come over and destroy me. Perhaps it is coming to destroy me. Maybe it's not. I didn't know we were in a no-fire zone. Maybe you're not supposed to be trying to shoot these things. Well, this is pretty cool. Anyway, look at all this. I was seriously just going to drive off. A Musidian scene pod. What the friggin' hell? Why can't I scan that? I'm pushing the wrong button, am I? Can you scan these things? Okay, so how do you get into the turret? Okay, like this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sheesh. Interesting. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Well, either way, this is a polyphorous growth. Where the heck has all this stuff come from? Well, I want to know. A phloem excretion. Wow. I didn't know. I seriously did not have any clue that any of this stuff was here. Let's have a look at this one. I mean, nothing's happening when I scan it. I'm pretty certain I'm not allowed to shoot any of this stuff. So they look like mushrooms. Cool. And what was this one? Let's have a look at one of these. Oh, it's over there. There's all sorts of stuff out here in the California Nebula. Where is it? It's on the other side. Let's have a look. I guess this is why Mick Turner Base is here. They all look like mushrooms. And when you scan them, niche happens. Well, I never knew this was here. I tell you that for nothing. In the California Nebula, all sorts of stuff goes on. Whoa. That's pretty cool. I mean, the whole of this California Nebula is pretty cool, but I'll come back here and have a look at all this stuff, I think. I don't know if I was just so close to the base. Do you know what? I'll go a bit further away. And I'll see if I can't... No! Oops. Sorry, dude. Right, let's see if we can shoot this. We might get blown up. Oh! Ooh! Stop it! Okay. I don't really want to have the base. The base looks pretty cool. Look at the size of that. I didn't even know that was there. I'll have a look at that in the ship when we get back. I'll do a little flyby. I didn't even know... Okay. That was the smallest rock ever. I didn't even know any of this stuff was here. This is not what this video is supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be going to find the 2-mass line. Okay, can we get in? Yes, we can. Let's just get up here and have a little flyby of this place. How very interesting. So we're at Mick Turner Base in the California Nebula, if you don't know where we last left. And apparently there's this massive field of stuff everywhere. Which is quite cool. There's just a field of things. That I nearly didn't even... Ooh! Oh, come on. Oh, it's the Taurus Beacon that we looked at yesterday. That's cool. If we scan it again, it'll tell us what the juice is going on, probably. Taurus Beacon data downloaded. I think I already have this Taurus Beacon data. Yeah, it's not doing it again. I've already seen it. Damn. That's a shame. Let's just fly over and have a look at this this big building. What the hell is this? It is pretty cool, this game, isn't it? Isn't it? Big defense turret. I'm surprised that wasn't shooting at me. And some big alliance. Oh, the ship's finding it difficult to go in reverse directly away from the pull of gravity. That's in full reverse, and it can only go 30. That's odd. But it's not that odd. That's kind of cool, though. Not as cool as that. Oh, we're a bit high up now. Look at it, it's massive. That is pretty cool. The Mick Turner Dark Mounds. Yeah. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. It's not really why we're here, but it's interesting to have seen that. Let's try not to crash. That is pretty cool. Anything else out here? Not really. So let's get on our way out into the California Nebula. It looks amazing out here.
All clear ahead.
Thank you very much. Don't scare me. You'll work out that I'm a goddamn ship shooter. Whatever that means. Let's just make sure that we're not going to get buggered by these people. If such a thing would happen. Right, there's the escape vector. Let's get out, and I'll show you where we are and where we're going, and the reason why. But that was a nice little jaunt that I nearly missed. I wasn't expecting that to be there. It does look. It looks amazing out here. It really does. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, I think we are headed. That's where we want to head to get out of where we're going. So we'll point to that, but I'll show you where we are and where we're going. I won't do it like that. I will do it like this. This is how I will do it. Head out to Mick Turner Base in the middle of the California Nebula. It's very much worth it. That's where it is. Doesn't seem as red as it usually looks. It's usually a hell of a lot redder than that. That's where it is in relation to where everything else is. So we sort of came across this way on the plane about up here somewhere, maybe. And then we went dead south. And then we sort of decided to head towards the California Nebula because we wanted to. And we found this base. It just happened to be Mick Turner Base. There are two other Alliance bases around. You can see them. There's one up here, and there's one down here. Not going to go to those. But in looking around where I was going, I noticed this anomaly. That line. And I got very excited about it. Because, you know, we're playing a space game, for God's sake. So I was looking at it and I was going, oh, how far does it go and everything else? Where does it go? Where does it go? And then I sort of worked out that I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. When you get into the middle of it, it points directly to Sol, so it points directly to our solar system. And it is, you cannot mistake it. It is a line of systems that points up. It doesn't go too close. It stops around about there, but it does go quite a lot further down. As you see, you can follow it down to where it goes. And at some point, it would be an interesting trip to follow this down. I might do it after we go to where we're going and get to this furthest star. You know, this little one down there. You know, whatever. And then when you're down here, there really isn't anything around for miles. You're kind of stuck down here. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We're going to head to there's a nebula and an independent system sort of halfway into it here. We're going to head to this. Whoa. Oh God. Jesus. I could have made this any more easier to use. So we're going to head to 2 mass there. Nope. Yep. Okay. Hold on. Just hold your horses. Let's actually get on the right level here and zoom in. We're going here, I think. Yes, independent system. That's where we're headed. And then when we're here, we can follow the line down more easily and should be able to get to the very bottom of that line pretty quickly in this ship. So that's where we're going. And that's the first jump. So let's go. Shouldn't be too many jumps there. 6 jumps. Now the 2 mass is quite interesting. Now I don't think you will be able to see what I'm doing. I at least hope you can't. But I'm going to tell you what the 2 mass thing is. So 2 mass stands for the 2 Micron All-Sky Survey. And it was, and I'm reading this from Wikipedia, by the way. And I just have to make sure I stop my ship. I'm now looking at the stream on my phone. It's quite funny. Right, now I hope I've stopped the ship. I think I have stopped the ship. I can scan, and I think I can do that. I'm doing this without even looking at it. I'm not even pointing in the right direction, am I? I'll have to sort of wait for that, don't worry. Anyway, the 2 Micron All-Sky Survey was an astronomical survey of the whole sky in the infrared spectrum and one of the most ambitious such projects. Go and have a look at the Wikipedia site, or I might link it in the description below. It took place between 1997, 4 years between 97 and 2001, in 2 different locations in the United States. And so all of these stars that we're seeing in the game are put in there, taken from actual data. Sorry, I'll move things around now. Actual data from this survey, the 2 Micron All-Sky Survey, which is frickin' amazing. Yes, Opus 3. I do not disagree with you. The Alliance are definitely the key. I don't quite know what's going on with that yet, but it's there's something going on. And when we get to the situation where the Thargoids are coming, which they sort of are coming, aren't they? But when they do arrive, should we scoop this? We don't really need to, but we'll do it anyway. You know, it's either... I love this idea of there being 2 different factions of Thargoids, kind of hostile ones and relatively peaceful ones, or certainly diplomatic or that type. So that's going to be very, very interesting. But it's also interesting about this 2 mass survey, and Frontier have put the actual systems from the survey into the game, which I find it's just brilliant, isn't it? This is great. This is me burning up my ship again. We would like to not do that. Are my modules getting buggered? Yeah, probably a little bit. Yeah, but that's all right. We don't care. We're not going very far. After we've gone down here, I guess I could go to the end of this line, but then it's a long way back, and then I want to go back to Maya just to say hello. Hello. But we shall see. Well, that's very interesting. I mean, I'm not too up on the lore. I did watch a video from Obsidian Ant talking about Mick Turner. I haven't read the books, so I really should dig more deeply into what's going on. Wow, this system looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's a trinary star system right on your bloody doorstep. Look at that. This is what makes the game interesting for me. This is... Look at this stuff. It's all pretty close. It's all pretty crap, but it is all pretty close. That star shouldn't be too far away as well. So let's just get our stars. That does look cool. It does look cool. Where was the other one? I think it's just above us here. So let's have a look. But yeah, the way they build the story, it's pretty cool. I was a bit bummed out with the Salome thing. I didn't really get what was happening. Can I find that other star? Can we see it? Where is it? I'm sure we saw it as we came in. Where is it? Is that it? No. Oh God. To do this. Yeah, I did. I haven't looked at Drew Wager's stuff. I really should. Yeah, when the Salome event sort of came on, it was, I don't know. I don't think that event ran itself out particularly well. It got sort of hijacked by certain players, and I don't know. I spent a long time waiting for it to happen, and then nothing happened. I was like, oh, okay. That type of thing should be really good. It should be exciting. Cool. So that's a little trinary, if that is the right word, star system. They do look cool. I don't really want to get too close to this when I scoop, but I'll get somewhere close. Now, somebody was telling me what you want to do is not really get your scoop up to full whack, but you know, that's good enough. But at least your ship's not going to burn up. Yeah, I don't disagree. It just means it takes a slight. Actually, the ship's hardly. Yeah, the ship's hardly going up at all. Actually, that's not a bad idea. If I'm going to try and preserve the modules, I should probably do that rather than what I'm doing. So our next destination. But thankfully, getting to Mick Turner's base, I was able to pick up a detailed surface scanner, which every explorer should have. Not even going up on it. Interesting. I haven't seen a planetary nebula. I think there might be one on the way to where we're going. I'll have a look when we get to the Independence base. I will have a little look. I think it's right next door. This is great. I'm very happy. It's just such a shame that the live chat on the stream doesn't transfer over when this sort of changes itself into being a proper video, because Opus 3 is giving us some interesting points. Was there one before California? Damn, I missed that. That's annoying. Oh, I might pop up and have a look at it. See what's going on in this system. I'm pretty certain somebody must have done this journey before to get to where I'm going from where I was, and it looks like it was Toscana. And it looks like his ship piloted the same journey, if you like, the same jumps. We don't really need to fuel scoop this since we're going to land, so we won't bother. We'll do a flyby. Everything's got a lot darker. There aren't that many stars at all. In fact, it is pretty black, isn't it? That's yeah, look, there's bloody nothing here. Which is weird, having been in the California Nebula and seeing all that wonderful red color everywhere. To come into a place that's relatively empty. Yeah, I saw that video as well, Opus, but I didn't, you know, days have passed since then. I've, you know, butterflies go by and I'm like, ooh, something else happens. Yeah, Toscana. Oh no, Volatant. Fine. Rubbish. Nothing here that we're interested in. 2 jumps to where we're going. That's done. Let's head on. Very quick to get where we're going. Yeah, see, this is a dark region. don't disagree with you. I mean, there really isn't much going on at all. It's pretty bloody bleak out here. Very bleak, I would suggest. But that's what makes it fun, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, well, I would like to go to the Orion Nebula. I mean, it's, to be fair, when you've got a ship. I mean, this had a jump range of 40 light years, but probably, I don't know how much more you can get that with a level 5 FSD. Ooh, okay. I don't think there'll be much here other than this star. Yep, nothing's happening. What's happening? Oh, well, there's 10 bodies here. Probably not too much though. Yeah, just a lot of old nonsense. That's all very dark and boring. And we're headed there. That's where we're headed. Very bright. And it looks, it's a white star. And so it should tell us when we start jumping what type of class it is. A B. B, blue-white star. Yeah, cool. 38 light years is cool. I mean, think mine is 38 light years, 40 if it's sort of stripped, I guess. Hopefully get that up a little bit more with a class 5 FSD. I'm gutted I didn't see that Planetary Nebula just before I got to California. Would have liked that. Would have liked it. But let's see what we have. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yes, lots in this system. There's a lot in this system. And where are we landing? Look at all this. Oh, there's an actual asteroid base. Cool. Yeah, there's quite a lot here. Scar. You know, bloody hell, Scar has come and conquered. Oh, did he do the lot? He or she? Yes. Fair play. That must have took bloody ages. That's an interesting little... look at that, a ringed volcanic. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Deep space mining are out here. Bet you get some good stuff. That's got to be miles away. Let's just see how far away that is. 20 plenty. 20 plenty. Yeah, okay, thank you. Let's see how far this one is. Same, 20 plenty. So, let's just see if we can't see this one. Can we scan that? Yeah, we should be able to. Be good to get a scan on this. I just want to see what the rings are like and if they're... Can we? Yes. Very good. Very good, sir. Now, there is a planetary nebula, or there is something around here somewhere. I think this is the direction we need to go. And we will get a detailed scan on this. Which one is that, Opus? Is that the one... I don't want to scan him, and I'm not scanning that. There is a res site out there. It's quite a bit out here. The one before California, right? BD plus 3623. Balls. I would have liked to have seen that. We're heading to this anyway, so I'll leave that one. Let's just see if we can scan this one. No, it's too far away. But we will be able to when we start getting there. So we're headed where that low energy wake is, so that doesn't really matter. Oh, does it? Cool. So you can take passengers there then, I guess. So it will be a passenger mission at some point. Interesting. That's not the one I want. I want that one. So let's hopefully ping this, and then we're going to head north. North. We're going to head up. Hopefully we can get this ping in before too long. If it doesn't ping, then we're just going to head up anyway. I'll have a look at that nebula. I want to go and see it. I'm just wondering, how close do we have to get to this before it bloody... I thought this was quite a sizable planet. There you go. Slow down so we can go up to where we actually want to go. I'm looking forward to what they're going to do after they sort of drip feed 2.4 out with the Thargoid stuff. Then they're going to concentrate on, I guess, ready for Elite Dangerous 3, well, version 3, you know, to refine all of these game mechanics, especially mining. I think that ain't much fun, is it, for anyone? Right, that's where we want to head. We've gone way past it. Way down. Right, that's cool. We're headed this way. Pretty certain. Don't think we're over there, are we? I think we're here. Yeah, that's got... Yep, that's got ring mine on. This is cool. It's a cool little system, this. It's owned by Deep Core Mining. And again, other than the star, it is pretty bereft of light. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, dude. I just think they're eking it out, aren't they? And I guess they're trying to get the mechanics working correctly, because they don't want to release it and it be buggy and, you know, and it'd be a nightmare. And I guess there's going to be a hell of a lot of RNG stuff deciding whether things happen and all this kind of nonsense. But I don't know what other way they can, what other way they make the game. What, you know, what else can they do? And let's go to this little planet. This is what ring mine should be orbiting. I'm still looking forward to it. It's just, I'm probably more looking forward to them changing, you know, the mission structure, the crew, passenger missions, mining. You know, I'm more interested in that than the Thargoid. Whoa! Well, how come this dude's doing this? Not really up for this. Yeah. Why have I done that? Does anybody know why that happened? I'm trying to remember what a chap is. He's firing missiles at me, the bugger. Come here, you. Get out of town. I love those missiles. Whoa! Why does it keep putting my weapons away? How is this set up to be doing that to me? I love this guy firing missiles at me. They're just like straight off missiles. Well, that's bad. Yeah, I don't like the look of that. Yeah. That was all a bit much, to be fair. I haven't done combat for a while. That caught me by surprise. What we got? Do we want any of this stuff? Do you know what? I will take a chemical distillery. I'm sure that's worthwhile. Yep. Scan me, baby. I don't mind. I don't mind. Let's get that on. Let's go. Just get back to where we were headed, please. Very good. Thank you. Thanks, gentlemen. That was hilarious. I think on my Viper, or whatever my other combat ship is, I've got chaff. I've got an ECM on it as well. I'm unsure as to why that was putting my weapons away. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. He died. My combat skills were put to the test. Skills. I use the word skills very loosely. Conspiracy theory. This is great. Opus is giving us a conspiracy theory. If I can just scan this without... No, I can't. Great. Shameful. Shameful loop of shame. I was too busy trying to read what you were sending me. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. God damn it. Sticking to it. Right. Okay. Ah, that kind of looks cool though, doesn't it? I like that. Looks good. Anyway. The bank controls everything. Yes. So let's have a look. This conspiracy theory from Commander Opus III, or Opus III, however you like it. Alliance came after Galcor, or Galcop. INRA was formed in between. Alliance found the Thargoid homeworld, some kind of tech in Polaris, by Mick Turner. The Bank of Zaont sits in the Alliance. Bank controls everything. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And could well be. Oh no, Ring Mine is actually in the ring. Which is where you might have thought it would be. Yeah, conspiracy theories. We're all very... I'm up for conspiracy theories. Look how dark it is past that planet. It just looks crazy, man. Is Polaris still locked? Right. Well, I've done it again, haven't I? Is it going to slow down enough? Can we slow down enough? Probably not. I'm going to have to go backwards. Jesus. This is terrible. I'm trying to read what Opus is saying, and I keep missing where we're headed. So let's try not to smash ourselves into this ring. I'm going to read again. The answer's in the bubble. Oh, don't. Look at that. That looks awesome. Yes. This is going to be an asteroid base in an asteroid field. Also, it's going to be completely pitch black. Great. Well, yeah, I will, if I can see anything. How close are these? They do look cool, these asteroids. Right, let's try not to smash into an asteroid. Yeah, this looks awesome, doesn't it? That looks pretty atmospheric with the asteroids behind the... Right, hold on. Let's make sure we're not A, going to hit it, and B, going to hit anything else, since I can't see anything.
Access permitted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 05.
Yeah, how cool's her voice? That's wicked. Access permitted. Come on, Commander. In you come, love. That's probably an asteroid right next to me. Yeah, there's some here. This is cool. This reminds me, for some reason, this reminds me of Freelancer. There were a couple of areas in Freelancer. I think one was called Badlands, and they had these asteroids. It looks pretty cool. Right, let's get the landing gear out anyway and get in. That's a cool base. That is a cool looking base. I'm glad I'm here. Why are we going in so slow? I don't know.
Please reduce your speed, Commander.
No, I won't. The North remembers. Yeah, right, let's get in. That'll do. Oh, look, I'm hitting something. Get off. What am I hitting? Right, we're in. Meters. 100 meters. This is cool. 100 meters. Nick, I'm sorry, man. I'm doing a stream. I cannot talk to you, dude. Right, let's get down. We're in. Yeah, Freelancer was cool, man. Do you know what? I think they still play it. There's a server, the Discovery server, where because they had to release the game early because Microsoft forced them to release the game early. So the story was okay, but it wasn't all that great. But a lot of the game just wasn't there, which is a shame. And they've made it a huge amount, much more in detail and much better. I'm pretty certain it's still going. The Discovery server. Ring mine, shall I sell this here? Who cares? Might as well. Let's do it. That is sold. I'm almost certain there's nothing going on here, and there will be nothing going on here. Oh, I could do something, but I don't have the right. I don't have the right cabin. How far away is it? 4,000. Yep, you can stick your 4,000, mate. It's a brilliant game. I loved it. I loved the. I loved everything about it. Well, one of the things that was interesting that some of the other people got hold of it when there's no there's no outfitting here. One thing they did was they changed the way that the jump gates worked through the system. So instead of just being sort of horizontal, so whenever you were in a system in the main game, whether you're in Britannia or Kusari space or wherever you were, Rhineland space, all of the jump gates worked on a flat plane. And then what they did is they turned the system maps into sort of 3D planes, so you could jump in all directions, and it was very interesting. It was pretty cool, actually. Let's see what we got here. So we are now cordial with those guys. Cool. What we want to do is have a look where we are. Now there is a nebula around here somewhere. There it is. Let's get in and have a look. Where is it? Is it on one of these planets? Is it? How would you get to see that nebula? Would it be there? Or would it be there? Where have all those lines come from? Why have you just done that? Crazy. The nebula is there. So I'm just trying to work out which one of these it would be to get that nebula. I guess it's that one over here. You reckon? Could be this one? This is cool. We can actually see exploration data. Oh. I've moved now, dude. So what? You reckon this one? FBXC14? Or do you reckon it's, yeah, this one? 2 mass JO328 bloody bloody blah. Just why have all those lines popped up? That's annoying. Yeah, it's either that one or it's this one. I think it's this one. No, yeah, I think it's this one. So let's just go there and we'll have a look when we get there. Oh, 2 mass. Right, that's not that one. Why is it trying to plot a route? Okay, I want to stop doing that, right? Oh god. Where has it gone? Not that one. That one. It just seems a bit low. This one. That's the one we want. No exploration data to buy. Yeah, I don't know why all these bloody lines have appeared. Very annoying. Yeah, I think it's got to be this one, isn't it? Get off. That's the one. I'm going to go there. Although it does... Is the actual system down here? Isn't that the system? That's where it is. So the one you want surely is going to be the one... It's got to be that. It's got to be that one, isn't it? That's why it's called the NGC 133 Nebula. I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to give it a little go. And if it's not that one, we'll go to the next one. And then I'm just going to... I'll leave it here. I've got to get on with some other bits and bobs.
Docking coupler disengaged. Take care.
Bloody hell, there's a great big strut in front of me. Ooh, that looks cool. So we're headed off.
Store your weapons, Commander. This is
Yes.
the no-fire zone. You've now exceeded the no-fire zone. Safe travels, Commander.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me look at the system map when we were there, but we'll fly away in a minute. To be fair, actually, we've got to fly away from the asteroids. Cool. So, let's have a look again. Where we're going. Yeah, I reckon it's got to be that one, because there isn't anything else in there. That is there, but the actual system's down there, isn't it? Although why? Well, it's either this one or it's that one. So we can have a look. Or it's this one. Yeah, it won't let me see the... oh yeah, it will. Cool. Let's have a look. Well, yeah, there's not much going on there, is there? So are we suggesting that isn't it? Can't look at that. Can't look at that. Well, I'm going to go there anyway, because that's what the sector's called.
Flight assist off.
Oh, shush.
Cannot comply.
Get on with it.
Cannot comply.
God.
Frame shift drive charging.
Let's just see if this is anything. If it isn't anything, then it's nothing. That's typically how these things work.
4, 3, 2,
I don't know what I'm expecting to see. I mean, this nebula's tiny, really. And somebody has already been here. It's actually a known... It's a known system. Sort of. I don't know. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, is it because I bought it? I think it is. Yeah, there's just a load of nothing. And not much else. Yeah, I can't see much nebula going on. Yeah, that would be cool. If that ever happened. which it will never happen. Right, we're here. Let us go and try the other one that we said. Yeah, you see, that's down there. It can't be that. Either way, it's just right down there, so it can't be that. However, this nebula is so dinky. If we point at this, I love how it's plotting a route. We're right next to it. Anyway, it's 2 mass. It's 3.91 light years away. Let's point at the one that's 3.91 light years away. That will show us. Now the nebula should be in front of us. And I'm not seeing much nebula. I'm not seeing much of anything other than absolute darkness. So let's just get here and have a look. See what this is. Otherwise, that'll be it for today. Well, for the minute anyway. Now, on my other account on the PC, I'm going to set up a journey to Colonia. I'm going to use that account to just do a long old journey to Colonia and see what goes on over there. That's a long distance, obviously. So we'll work out what's going on there. Now, are we going to see? You've got me expecting loads of Thargoid ships now. That's quite funny. Not much here, but we shall have a look. Ah, cool. It's just a load of stars. Are they far away? That one's not. Cool. And that'll be us. I will leave it in this system. I'm not proud. Everything is tickety-boo. That's cool. Yeah, there are some interestingly named systems out here. A lot of the 2 masses. Cool, but I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for coming along. Next stream I do on this will be getting to the bottom of this line. This 2 mass line of stars. Yeah, it is good to get excited. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree at all. Yeah, so next stream, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, whenever it will be, we're going to get to the bottom of those. And to you, Opus, thanks, man. Going to go to get to the bottom of this line of stars. But yeah, come out here, have a look. This area might be completely pitch black, but other areas are not. And so I wish you farewell.